Hello, Ryan here, aka Mac, and welcome. There has been some very interesting developments on the Alpha 4.0 front. As always, a huge thank you to all of my patrons and channel members, in particular to my latest patrons Shay and Contact SC, and to my latest channel members Motherfig, Ivan, Meek, Starfinder, and Randier. Thank you so much for the support, it is truly appreciated. So Alpha 4.0 continues in testing on the EPTU for Wave 1, with a new build dropping on the 29th of November, plus we had quite a bit more insight into why things might be a little rough at times in the 4.0 builds, as well as the mission service Refactor now being completed. Also, there is only 3 days left to grab the TOBII Tracker 5 at 20% off, and using that link in the description will take you to that deal, while also providing my channel with a direct kickback. And a big thank you to all of you who have done so already. So let us start with the mission service Refactor information. Before the latest build dropped, we had a message stating they have now completed the mission service Refactor, so hopefully missions in Pyro will be in a much better state. Moving missions off the server and onto the service is helping a ton for meshing, as well as other things. I'm sure there will be many more updates to this as well, but right now it is still an intentional that missions stay with you for a very long time after leaving the Shard. Now, this is wonderful to hear that this refactor is now completed, and as we saw in my latest video and streams, the missions in Pyro have not been working correctly, and this will be why. Now, I have yet to jump in and try this latest build, as I've been cleaning my PC and setting up my new sticks, but I will be jumping in today to see if I can run through a few of these missions and hopefully record them as well and put them out as videos this next coming week. Now, they did say that not all missions will be working perfectly, and as outlined in the patch notes, the missions that are tested and working include the mercenary missions in Stanton, the handyman missions in Pyro, more on that one in a second, bombing runs in Pyro, ship heists in Pyro, bounty missions and salvaging missions in Pyro as well. And the missions that they have tested but are still having issues include the courier missions in Pyro, which they say don't exist in Stanton yet, so there must be some differences between the Stanton and Pyro missions, hauling in Pyro and Stanton, bounty missions in Stanton, and the missing persons in Pyro, which was the mission that I was trying in my, I think, most recent video, where it clearly didn't work. Now, in regards to this handyman mission, on the stream the other day we tried one of these, which was not on this new build, so it didn't complete, but it was a very cool mission, as there was 4 of us walking around an outpost on Bloom, taking out different relay nodes to see if we could find a location that needed it to be swapped into. Now, aside from not being able to complete the mission, it was fascinating to play, as while we sort of split up to go and see what might need fixing, the clouds came over and completely darkened the location. A player in a vulture stopped by as well. He started eyeing up one of our ships to salvage, so I spoke to him and explained which are our ships and what looks to be fair salvage. So he thanked me and went on his merry way salvaging some of the ships that were left behind. It was overall a really interesting experience and a lot of fun just wandering around this pretty small location looking to see what needed to be fixed. So very excited for these handyman missions, and hopefully it'll keep us at these sorts of settlements and locations planet-side for a much longer period of time without feeling the need to fly away anywhere. Anyway, with this mission service refactored, hopefully these missions can all work now and we can get on with earning creds in Pyro. Now, another interesting development is that for this new build, they have temporarily disabled the altimeter, as this was actually giving a client crash pretty much 100% of the time. So a nice catch there that I'm sure was causing quite a few people a lot of issues. So if you've been experiencing a lot of crash to desktops, that is one of the reasons why. Also, they say they are tracking down what they believe to be a major cause of performance and interaction delays, in which many Rastar locations in Pyro, so Rastar being the tool the devs use to place the outposts, are streaming to all clients randomly and very frequently when someone is near them, regardless of your distance to them in the system, which, as you can imagine, is causing a lot of performance issues as well as many other issues. Now, they are hoping to fix this early next week. They just want to get a bit more data from the weekend, but they still wanted to put this current build out rather than holding off before they could fix that. So do expect there to be some issues still, but next week there should be many more updates and stability improvements once they've got this fixed. So really interesting to hear this. Again, a great catch, likely a big reason for why players might be seeing a lot of random performance and stability issues. So here's hoping once this fix rolls out next week, we can see a big improvement to stability and performance, making it a lot nicer to play. Also, once this patch went live, Bolt, also known as Benoit, spearheaded a performance issue hunt in the Pyro system, where something was making all players bind to the entire system. Now, I don't know what that means, but basically he put out a call to arms for as many players as possible to basically stop what they're doing, relog into shards 110 and 010, stating it will get really bad, but they will be grabbing a few captures to see if they can find the issues. So they are really pushing hard to highlight and find these issues and then get them fixed, which again is a positive thing to see. Now anyway, for the patch notes of this latest build, they have done a performance polish pass on contested zones and asteroid-based lighting at an AI. There's been jump point set dressing, visual effects, and UI polish going on. For AI, they have performed a quasi-grazer polish pass. In ships and vehicles, the Starlancer max acceleration and thruster power has been slightly reduced. And in core tech, they have made further networking optimizations and performance improvements, further physics optimizations, FPS AI movement rendering optimizations, AI spawn closet performance optimizations, and further audio mix pass for ambience, weapons, UI, interactables, and dialogue, plus about 23 more bug fixes, 9 client crash fixes, and a server crash fixes. So a massive amount of work going on there for this latest build. Some great catches of some detrimental issues that can all hopefully be rectified by next week, really enhancing that performance and stability. Also very happy to hear that they have finished this mission Refactor. That is a big win and will certainly help to bring a good chunk of the gameplay to 4.0 upon its launch, but more importantly, set the game up for building on more missions and more diverse missions as well, especially alongside the dynamic mission system. Anyway, with that said, there is a lot of headway being made, highlighting problems, working to find and fix them, keeping us informed of what is happening, which is always much appreciated. But with that said, I will be jumping on to 4.0 once I've finished and uploaded this video, seeing if I can play through some of these missions in Pyro, especially those handyman ones, so do keep an eye out for those videos. I'll try and record what I can, provided it goes somewhat smoothly. I have also now finally set up my MONSTERTECH rail system with the new VKB Gunfighter Mark IVs, and it is glorious. Up next, I will be setting up GAMEGLASS, so also keep an eye out for those videos. I will be putting out an overall video of my new setup for going into 2025 with 4.0 as well. Talking of which, there is a lot of sales going on for GAMEGLASS and MONSTERTECH, not just TOBII, so do check the description for more details on those deals. Plus, every purchase made from GAMEGLASS, MONSTERTECH or TOBII does directly support my channel, so thank you so much in advance. And if you do enjoy my videos, please do consider subscribing. Also, I stream 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday and Friday here on YouTube and over at Twitch. The links are below. You are all more than welcome to join in, and it's a great place to ask your questions. Right now, I'm mostly playing 4.0. Hit the thumbs up if you don't mind, it does the channel a big favour. Tick that notification bell if you'd like to be notified when my videos go live. A big thank you again to my patrons and channel members. Cannot do it without you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.